Welcome back. Get unpacked and take out your snack. More importantly, are you ready to rock? Ready to roll. Wow, that was good. All right, so today we're talking more about the seasons: the winter, spring, summer, fall. The first season we spoke about was yesterday, the spring. I got a little carried away because it is the spring now, and we have the 3 other seasons to talk about, and we just have today, Thursday, and tomorrow, Friday, to discuss them. So let's move right on. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about the fall, but today I'm going to talk about 2 seasons that kind of are favorites for people: the winter and the summer. And I think those are the ones that people know a lot about. Most kids know about those. Spring when it's warmer, and fall when it's cooler. Those can be a little bit harder to identify. But the summer is the hottest season of all. The summer is the time when there's much, these are not little green buds on trees. These are big trees with lots and lots of leaves on them. The leaves are full grown. The leaves are very, very big. The fruit is growing. The bud died and the flower died, and then that beautiful fruit grows and it makes food. Plants make food, we talk about. So summer is the time when you might want to wear a t-shirt. It'd be very comfortable to wear a t-shirt. Yesterday in the spring, I'm wearing a fleece or something like a sweatshirt, jogging pants. It's kind of like an everyday thing. But anyway, the jogging pants are perfect for the springtime because it's not really warm enough yet for you to run around the sprinklers. But once that summer comes, you will see people walking around in bathing suits, walking around in t-shirts and shorts and sandals. And those are really fun clothes to wear because you don't have to really get hunkered up with all these clothes and piles and layers. Big boots and snow boots and the scarf and the hat, and then you can barely walk and move. Even though I like the winter wardrobe. So the summer has, the sun is very close to the earth, and we feel the heat bouncing off the ground by the afternoon. By 2 o'clock, by 2 o'clock, the sun has bounced off the ground and heated the air so much that it's the warmest part of the day. And these might be the parts where you wanted to maybe have a running race with a friend, or you may want to, go run in that sprinkler, or maybe go to the park. I know some parks have pools and things like that. Give you lots of fun for your friends and family. But yeah, this is stuff that you want to do in the summertime. And a lot of people, the summer is their favorite season of the year because they can just get out of the house and do stuff and be together with friends and see concerts or whatever things you like to do. One of my favorite ways of cooking food is barbecuing. And barbecuing, it's cold in the winter to do that. So I have to barbecue in the hot summer. I barbecue in all seasons, but there's nothing like the first hot dog on Memorial Day weekend. It kind of starts the whole summer season. Summer is in full swing by the end of that weekend, and having that hot dog, it really makes a difference. And really, in my mind, I start thinking about all the summertime activities that people like doing. I start thinking about how different it is from all that cold stuff that we're getting away from, and enjoying that nice, warm weather. My favorite activity, you guys know me, is fishing. And fishing in the summer is really the only time to do it. There is that spring run with striped bass and things like that, big fish. But it's still a little cool. And there's some great fishing in October and the fall, but it's still also very, very cool. So, unfortunately, I don't fish at my convenience. I have to fish when the fish are in the water ready to get fished. But anyhow, summer is the best time to fish for me because I love sitting on a nice hot dock with my family and throwing the worm in the water on the hook and hoping that something gets hungry enough to eat it, and I can bring it home and have that fish dinner. And I know there's a student named Mei Ling who loves fish sticks, and every time she brings it up, it makes me want to eat fish. So anyhow, but yeah, the 4 seasons of the year, we have winter, spring, summer, fall. We talked about the spring yesterday. Right now, we just talked about the summer, but I got another 5 minutes of my video to talk about this guy's favorite season. Yep, you guessed it. It's the winter. There's nothing quite like the winter. And believe it or not, many people were very happy that there was no snow this winter, but we tree stay. I was very sad. I love the winter, and I love the snow, and to not get snow made me a little bit sad. There was one time when it snowed, and I said, I'm going to go out there in the morning, and I'm going to make a snowman. And then the snow all melted, and I didn't have a chance, so I have to wait till next winter now. There's a boy I know by the name of Lucas who loves to do a winter activity. Now, I'm not talking about ice skating, because, everything freezes cold in the winter because the temperature is so cold. And it can be warmer certain times, but when it gets very cold, my friend Lucas likes to go skiing. Now, he skis not down a hill. He skis down a mountain with the high peak and the steep sides. And I imagine he's awesome. But, skiing is a great sport, but I don't have a mountain in my backyard, and I don't even have a mountain close by. I can't drive to one. I can drive to a hill and go sledding down the hill. That's a lot of fun. And you use a sled. Let me see. I think I have a sled. Let me show you what that looks like. So in the winter, like I said, the trees and the plants, they grow very, very slowly. It almost looks like they're not growing at all. But we use sleds all year round, I guess, this family. But here it is, a good old faithful sled. It's got the rope for holding on, and you can put like maybe 2-3 people in there. And let me tell you, it's fun shooting down that hill with your brothers or sisters, or even mom or dad. It's kind of a nice thing to do. But the winter time is a really, really great time of year because after I get done playing outside, my favorite thing to do is go inside and have a nice cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows. And I know you guys like that too, some of you. Winter time, I guess the thing that really makes me think of winter is a bowl of tomato noodle soup, Campbell's tomato with the elbow noodles, and a grilled cheese sandwich, Now that's real comfort food. It makes me feel very comfortable. It makes me very cozy with my family. Everyone enjoys it. That's a winter to me. Even though I'm inside, I'm enjoying it. And I love watching the snow come down. It's like one of my favorite things, just seeing it snow every day like that. Where I went to college, after high school, I went to another school to continue learning. And when I went to college, it snowed. It was on a mountain, and it snowed for 30 days straight. Now, that's a whole month of time where it didn't stop snowing. So I think because I was so used to that, and I really enjoyed that, that's why I love it so much. And I really miss it. So that's my whole history on how I feel about the winter. But what are some of your favorite clothes to wear in the winter? I give you some opportunities on the Nearpod slides to draw some pictures of things that you like to do, maybe activities. You can draw some clothing, you can draw some activities, who you like to be with. All these things are important. I'd love to hear all those things. But man, it's starting to feel like winter out here today a little bit, but it's just the spring. So we talked about spring. We talked about how it just starts getting warmer very slowly. Things start growing on trees, the leaves starting to grow. Animals are having babies because it's going to be warm enough for them to be comfortable and they're not going to freeze, poor babies. So it's a great time to have raise families for animals. And then after the spring comes that beautiful hot summer. Okay, but before the spring is the cold winter. So we have that cold winter, then it gets warmer, then it gets super hot in the summer. Okay, and then tomorrow, I think you know what we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about the season that happens when you hear lots of kids saying this. Trick or treat! Do you know what season that is? What season is the holiday Halloween in? Tune in tomorrow for your answer. All right, adios, everybody. Have a great night.